The woman skillfully scraped someone else's beloved car with a knife, but the next second she ran straight into the car owner. Seeing this, the man instantly exploded with anger. Without a word, he unleashed his vicious dog to chase her. Luckily, her husband showed up in time and Lisa managed to escape. On the way, the two of them were still reliving that thrilling moment, without the slightest bit of remorse, not knowing they would soon pay a painful price. That night, when the couple was camping in the wild, a beam of infrared light suddenly aimed at their tent. They were instantly stunned, not understanding who would pull a prank like this in the freezing snow. But after yelling for a long time, no one responded. However, the infrared beam kept following their movements. It even aimed at Lisa's back. David instantly shoved his wife to the side, but right after that it targeted David's chest.
Hello? Stop!
Hey, come on, quit
Where
it!
are you?
The other side showed no intention of firing. It was obviously messing with them on purpose, without figuring out the other side's real intention. The couple could only pack up and leave for now, but then a whistle suddenly sounded in the distance. The dog immediately sprinted toward the source of the sound. Not long after, a gunshot rang out from afar, before they could even process what was happening. Another shot blew out their lighting equipment. Seeing the other side was actually serious, the couple took off running, but as they ran, a flare suddenly lit up the sky ahead. Obviously, the other side wanted to confirm their exact location. After spotting their figures, the other side started shooting at them again. Right now, they could only run toward the forest ahead, using the dense trees to dodge the gunfire. Unfortunately, Lisa was already pregnant. After running for a short while she could not keep going, they had no choice but to find a place to rest for a moment. But after the flare in the sky went out, the other side actually drove over to hunt them down. Hearing the roar of an engine in the distance, Lisa figured there might be two people. That was when they suddenly realized it was probably the two car owners they had clashed with earlier chasing them. Hearing them getting closer and closer, the two of them could only keep running for their lives. In the blink of an eye, it was already dawn the next day. At this point, the couple was almost freezing to death in the wilderness, and Lisa regretted it more than anything, since death seemed inevitable either way. They made up their minds and headed back the way they came, because all their supplies were left in the tent. The couple moved forward through the vast white snow. Before long, they saw the tent they had set up earlier. David told his wife to stay where she was, and went inside to get the supplies. Watching her husband walk in unharmed, she had just started to relax when she saw him stumble back out. Lisa quickly ran over. David said all the supplies were gone, but Lisa still wanted to go in and check for herself. Before David could warn her, she was horrified to see the missing dog from last night dead inside the tent.
I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna fucking kill them. They're still fucking dead. Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you!
David quickly covered his wife's mouth. He did not want to attract the enemy at this moment. Right now, finding the car keys was the most important thing, so David crawled back into the tent, holding back his nausea as he reached under the body. The next second, his hand was caught by a sharp object hidden under the clothes. It turned out the other side had expected them to come back, so they deliberately set a trap. After treating his wound, they started moving forward aimlessly again. Just then, Lisa suddenly spotted a figure ahead. Before she could see the person's face clearly, a bullet instantly shot toward them. Luckily, the shooter had terrible aim, and kept missing them. At this moment, David figured out the rhythm of the reload. After one shot, it took 10 seconds to chamber the next round, which meant when the next shot came, they could seize the chance to run. Although they successfully predicted the chance to escape, they did not expect this shot to be so accurate. David let out a deep groan of pain, and his wife did not even realize her husband had been shot. She just kept running for her life. As he fell, David realized the shooter had no intention of finishing him off, so he quickly got back on his feet. Meanwhile, Lisa noticed her husband was not following behind, but by then she had already run into a blizzard. Even worse, the other side had clearly lured her here on purpose, because the ice beneath her was starting to crack. She immediately crouched down to spread out her weight, but at that moment David was forced into this area as well, but he was not as lucky as his wife.